No way this is... Oh my! Oh my! Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my god! Oh my fucking god!
Welcome to the first Escape Pod bonus episode in a while. This is not a numbered episode. This is a video discussing the February 13th, 2019 Nintendo Direct. Kenny, this is your first Nintendo Direct as a Switch owner. How do you feel about it?
Oh man, it was fine. I listened to it on my way home from work, so I had my phone on YouTube and I was driving home, just listening. I wasn't watching.
Oh, so you didn't get to see any visual representation for the games?
No. I went back and watched everything.
Oh, okay.
I got off work. I was thinking about it all day, so I just got on there and checked it out,
Yeah.
listened to it, and then I watched it, and I was, everything looks pretty cool.
Yeah, they announced a lot of RPGs. There was already a lot of role-playing games coming to the system before today already, and now it's like that number is almost doubled. But there's the opening was really cool. We'll get to that soon. I want to first off mention that I'll be rating every game they mentioned on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being no excitement, 2 being curious, 3 being I'll get it for less than $60, or eventually. 4 being I'm willing to pay $60 for it, and 5 being I'll pre-order it. Do you want to partake in that, or will I be the only guy with the rating system here?
I just to be clear, the Switch is really my first system I've owned since that I've been excited about since like the PS2. So gaming really is new to me. So as long as everyone's cool with that, that's kind of my view on things. I'm maybe not the most educated person with every game, but yeah, I'd love to give my opinion and rate on them if you wouldn't mind.
All right, yeah. Just do as many as you want. You don't have to do any. You don't have to do all of them if you don't want. But there was a lot of sequels mentioned, and since you haven't played video games in a few years, I don't know if you're going to care too much for many of the sequels announced because you never played any of the original ones.
There was some that I knew, but other than that, there was just some of them that I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give that one a shot, or I'll get that one when it comes out. But then there were some I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Not my, not my thing, but
Yeah.
everything doesn't have to be my thing.
But Nintendo Directs are an exciting time, and we're going to get started with the first thing they announced was Super Mario Maker 2. And I'm very excited for this one because I played Mario Maker on the Wii U a lot, and I got like 80 hours out of it, building stages, letting my friends finish the stages I made, playing other people's stages online with Miiverse and everything. And I think this one has more building options, of course, and I think there's a new engine entirely. It looks like there's one part that looks kind of like the new Super Mario Brothers engine, but there's actually some depth to it, and you can actually kind of see into the background and see the floor a bit, which looks more like the Super Mario 3D World engine, but it'll be locked to a 2D plane, which is fine. And I think that has a lot of potential. I'm really excited to start making stages again. Kenny, did you like how did you feel towards that one?
I do remember seeing the first one of this. I never played it, but anything Mario I've seen to be really, really enjoying. Yeah, I definitely think I'll try it out. I may try your version first, but yeah, definitely it looks neat. It looks interactive.
Yeah.
So
Making a Mario stage is a very fun process, especially with I remember in the first game I got to make a lot of stuff that wouldn't resemble what Nintendo would have done, for better or worse, but and there's a lot of stages in the Wii U version that are that automatically like push Mario along the stage for you, or you're supposed to run as fast as possible and everything happens automatically. There's a lot of people get so creative with this, and I think with all these new tools, it's only going to get better.
So what it kind of reminded me of, and you remember the old game Happy Wheels,
Yeah.
but Mario, but I know it's probably completely different. That's the only thing I can think of that would be relatable to building, other people playing other people's stages that they've built,
Right.
not already pre-built stages.
And those were the good old days. I remember Happy Wheels. My stages are probably still on there somewhere.
Yeah, I remember building them and seeing on how many people like rated and played it and all that. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
And it's a lot of fun doing that, seeing how many like people play your stages and how many people. There's also like a completion ratio. So like if you make a hard stage, you'll see like a
That's right.
a 10%. Well, I mean for Mario Maker, there's like a 10%.
Cool.
Completion ratio for some of my harder stages I made had like a 1% completion ratio.
Oh, jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you test it and make sure it's
Yeah. You cannot post a stage unless it's beatable.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
They really thought that one out well.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Anything Mario, I'm probably going to jump on. And there was a couple on here that I'm really looking forward to. So.
I rated that one. I wrote it down earlier as a 4 out of 5 in terms of excitement, but it's probably closer to like a 5 out of 5 considering how much time I got out of the original Mario Maker. So somewhere between
on my
the two.
view, I'm kind of 4. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, me too.
But it may not be release day.
Yeah, that's understandable. I'm in between the two as well. Depends on what else I'm playing at the time.
Mm-hmm.
The next game mentioned was Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 coming out. I'm supposed to mention the release dates. Mario Maker 2 is in June 2019. And Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order, is set for a summer release date. Kenny, do you have any specific thoughts on Ultimate Alliance 3?
No, not really. I mean, it looks pretty cool. I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with the Marvel universe. Carrie, my wife, she doesn't really enjoy superhero movies, so I don't get to watch them as much as I would like.
Yeah, I hardly see any of them myself.
This
isn't based off of the cinematic universe. It's based on the comic universe.
Oh, well. No, I probably will not get this one. But it looks neat. I watched the trailer.
I had the first one on Xbox 360. It's a fine game. It's like remember Nicktoons Unite?
Mm-hmm.
It's like Nicktoons Unite, but with superheroes.
Oh,
yeah.
Sweet.
Well, they're just very similar games, but I gave this one a 2 out of 5. I mean, like, I like it. It looks cool, but like I'm not paying no $60 for it.
No. I hate to keep agreeing with you, but I'm probably right there, if not a 1.
Yeah.
I probably will not play it ever.
Okay, so this one is kind of interesting. I think this is going to appeal more to you than it did to me. Box Boy plus Box Girl, set for an April 26th release this year. It's a co-op puzzle platformer, kind of like what you and Carrie play with Snipper Clips. How do you? Did that interest you, or do you not plan on getting that? When I seen it, I was like, oh yeah, that looks kind of fun. Mm-hmm.
It's all dependent on the price. If it's like a $15, $20 game, yeah, I probably will get it.
Yeah, the Box Boy games on the 3DS have never exceeded like $10, $15, and
oh really?
This is a bigger one with 257 levels. Looks fun. It does look fun, but I've never played a Box Boy game before, and I don't like the minimalistic style. Like I prefer my games to have some flair to them. But
sure.
I thought this would be more your type of thing.
If it's reasonably priced, I probably will pick that one up. It does kind of look fun.
Yeah, it does look fun, but for me, it's a 2 out of 5.
I would say 3. I'm not going to jump up and down about it, but
that's reasonable. I think since you enjoy the co-op games, which is why I think you'd care for it more than I would.
Yeah, it just makes life easier.
Right. The next announcement was the Smash version 3 update. They said that they didn't reveal every detail for the version 3 update just yet, but they kind of teased us with that. But they did say that Joker from Persona 5 and Persona Q2 on 3DS. His 3D model was revealed for the game, and his landing animation was shown, which was really nice. They said he'll be there before the end of April, which I'm excited for. That might mean he could land on my birthday, for all I know. And they said new amiibos, Snake, Simon Belmont, Squirtle, Pokemon Trainer, and Ivysaur are coming all in spring. Anything particular stand out at you there, Kenny?
The amiibos, those are pretty cool. You let me borrow a couple. Okay. I have one, and the one that I bought, my dog actually thought it was a bone and chewed it.
Oh.
Thankfully, it was the one I bought and not one that you let me borrow.
Yeah, that's good. Which character did you have?
I have Mario for Odyssey.
Oh, the
the white suit,
wedding dress Mario.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think I still have mine of that.
Yeah, you do.
That's right.
I got this one.
That's the one I got for Christmas and had to trade with you.
Yeah, and I bought it. Yeah, I came in to save the day there. I was like, hey, you know what? I'll just take it.
I've got a 3 out of 5 for that whole announcement together, mainly because they just kind of left us in the dark about version 3, and we already knew about Joker ever since the Game Awards. I've been playing Persona 5. It's a fine game, but until we know more, people were going into this direct expecting the announcement of a new fighter, which we didn't see. But 3 out of 5 for all that stuff collectively. I'm excited for the version 3 update, but I might get an amiibo.
I will give it a 2, and that seems a little low. I apologize. I don't play Smash as much as I should.
As to be honest, I don't play it as much as I thought I would either. It's a great game, but I've been too enticed with everything else.
Yeah, I enjoy Mario Kart more than Smash, and Splatoon. So I will definitely download it and get it, but I have to get it a 2, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, as soon as when it gets closer to April, I'll finally get the fighter. What's it called? When you get all the fighters, the fighter pass. It'll come with all the new stages and stuff. I'm really excited for that. If we're talking about the fighter pass, that's definitely a 5 out of 5 because I'm excited to see what the next few characters coming are going to be, but no word on that yet.
Have you tried playing as Piranha Plant? I'm sorry.
Piranha Plant's amazing. He's one of my best fighters in the game. I love him.
I have yet to try it.
He's awesome. That might get you back into Smash.
Oh man, I have my Switch. I actually am downloading some demos right now.
No, we'll get to that later. Today's a great day for people who want to play free Switch games. And I did already buy one thing that was mentioned in the direct, and we'll get to that later. But we're doing everything in order.
I apologize.
Apologize for what?
For jumping the gun here.
No. You didn't mention anything specific. You just teased us. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
But the next announcement, and I love this one, is Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, the special episode. There's a free co-op update, 2-player update, which is really nice, and the paid DLC of 18 new levels, and one of them's free to have right now. Well, not free, but it's you can have one new level if you buy the DLC, and the DLC is only $6, which is a really good price considering the price of many of Nintendo's other DLCs. And the other 17 levels come out on March 14th. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker was one of my favorite Wii U games, and I didn't play it as much on Switch. I did buy it again because I like the game a lot, but I did, however, not finish it a second time because I was so familiar with it. But Kenny, what do you think of Captain Toad Treasure Tracker in the new DLC?
It looks pretty cool. I was actually thinking about getting this one because just because of the update with the multiplayer game.
Oh yeah.
And it said the whole game is now being able to be 2-player, and that's a big appeal to us. We like to play games together. So it's definitely on my radar. And I just checked it out on the eShop, and it's like, don't quote me on this, but it's like less than $50 right now.
Yeah, that's why like Nintendo is pretty spotty with their Wii U ports. Like, for a while, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze was a $20 Wii U game, and they ported it to the Switch for a full $60. Which,
Yeah.
yeah, that's terrible. But with Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, they were much smarter. Realized the game was already out. Most people have already played it. There's a 3DS version, and they matched the same price as the 3DS version for the Switch version at $40. And you can just get the game with the DLC bundled for $46. Like, I think it's like even cheaper. It's like $45.98. You know.
Yeah, I thought about purchasing it right now.
Yeah, no,
Right before-
it's a great purchase, man. I can't recommend it enough, especially at that price. It's great. So
Okay.
it is only 18 new levels, but even then, any more Captain Toad is great. I would have preferred a Captain Toad 2, but if this is a step in the right direction, 4 out of 5 for me.
Yeah, I would give it a 3 or a 4. Probably a 3. I'm not going to say I'm going to buy it right away, but I'm really looking at it and thinking, it may be something we pick up in the future.
Absolutely. If it goes on sale, then I can't recommend that enough. If you find it for less than 40.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Right. It has gone on sale a few times recently. The next game talked about was Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, and this game has been in development for years. It was a Kickstarter project so long ago, but they made so much money off of it because it's a Castlevania-inspired game and looks crazy. They made so much money that they were able to make 2 games off of it.
This is one of the things I was like, oh man, I've never heard of this before, but it grabbed my interest. Like,
Yeah.
once again, if it's if I see it at a good deal, I probably would try to download this.
Oh yeah, Bloodstained Curse of the Moon is the original one out right now. It's quote unquote the first one, although this Ritual of the Night was the first one ever planned, and this Curse of the Moon was an afterthought. It's an 8-bit style game, but it's old school hard. Like, it's old school difficulty. It's
Really?
I would say not as hard as the original Castlevania, but it's probably more fair. But these games are old school hard, and this new one, the visuals are crazy. They're actually doing a lot of 3D work with like the background and stuff. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, it really did. When I seen the preview, I mean, it really does look kind of flashy, and it really, being new to all this, it really did grab my attention.
Yeah, the game has been in development for so long that people have heard of Bloodstained before they ever heard of the Switch. And so it was originally supposed to be on Wii U and a bunch of other systems. Let me see. Now it's only ever going to be on Windows, Switch, PS4, and Xbox One, but I think at one point in time it was supposed to be on the PS3, but don't quote me on that. At one point it was supposed to be on the PlayStation Vita. I know that. But Curse of the Moon, the 8-bit one that's already out and well worth the price of $10 to $15, I forget, is already a very good game, and this crazier looking Ritual of the Night game, I'm excited for it. I gave it a 3 out of 5, but it could be a 4 depending on the reviews that come out.
I'm right at a 3.
Yeah.
I'm right at a 3 for this one.
The next game talked about was Dragon Quest Builders 2. I played the demo of the first one, and it's really slow, but Dragon Quest Builders 2 looks like a super relaxing game because it's obviously Minecraft inspired. And I think that type of like gathering materials, building new weapons and armor, and playing in first person, even like Minecraft, and just like developing your own world and stuff like that. It looks super relaxing. I only played the demo of the first one. They're fine. Like, the first one's okay, but this one looks pretty good. Did you have any specific thoughts on Dragon Quest Builders 2?
This one did not stick out to me at all.
Oh, okay.
No, it didn't draw my attention. I'm sorry to say that, but
No, it's all right.
no.
You can have whatever opinion you want. It's all you. But I I think it looks like a fine game. It looks like a big improvement over the first one. I've even been considering getting Minecraft because, like I said, these sandbox games where you do whatever you want really appeal to me right now. But I may or may not get it. It's definitely not a day one pickup. I gave it a 3 out of 5.
I'm gonna give this one a 1.
That's
It's
fine.
like it's the one thing that just doesn't. I don't even recall watching.
Yeah.
Now this next one I'm pretty excited about.
Yeah, Dragon Quest XI S, Echoes of an Elusive Age, Definitive Edition.
Catch your breath. It's okay.
Fall 2019 release. This game looks awesome. I thought this one looked fantastic.
Yes, yes, you are 100% correct. It's not on the list. I was trying to follow you on the list that I'm on right now.
Yeah.
But I do remember seeing it. It did look fantastic.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I've never played a Dragon Quest game before. I have played the old Dragon Warrior games on NES and Game Boy Color. They're fine games, but I've never played a mainline Dragon Quest game. I did play, I think it was Dragon Quest Monsters or whatever, the Pokemon-like one where you catch monsters and have them fight each other. I played that for a bit, didn't capture me, but this game looks like so much fun.
Yeah,
Even
it did look pretty awesome.
for something I know nothing about, but like running through towns, fighting monsters that are out in the wild, and riding on horses. It just looks like if Breath of the Wild was turn-based. I'm excited for this one. I gave it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I would agree with you. For what I remember of it, I wish I had a little photo here to kind of jog my memory. But yeah, I was fully intrigued when I was watching that.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. The graphics and cutscenes, they all look so beautiful.
It looked amazing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one, and I think I'll definitely be picking it up. Not pre-ordering, but I'll keep an eye out for it.
hmm
Oh, this next one I'm so excited for. Oh man, I can't get over it. Disney Tsum Tsum Special.
That's what was next on my list. So
Was it special? I think
Oh,
it's
man.
festival.
yeah, it looked ridiculous.
Yeah, Disney
I don't.
Tsum Tsum Festival. It's like a party game. It's like Crash Bash mixed with a fucking mobile game. It's it just it looks like a Wii game.
Crash Bash. I haven't heard that in ever.
God, yeah, that's what it reminded me of when they were playing like
Yeah.
it just 1 out of 5.
Dude, I pre-ordered already. Done. Give me
6
that
out
round
of
Mickey
5.
Mouse. Yeah.
The toys are cute. I gotta admit, it's really cute. It looks well made. It looks like a fine party game, but it's just like I don't care enough.
I have Mario Party. It's
Yeah, we got Super Mario Party already.
fine. I think I would much rather just play Crash Bash.
Yeah, I'll bring out the PS1 again. We'll just play Crash Bash.
Just play that instead. Yeah, 1.
Yeah, 1 out of 5. Starlink Battle for Atlas update. There's a racing mode. I do want to touch on the racing mode. There was rumors of a Star Fox Grand Prix racing game, fully Star Fox, but this is not a Star Fox game since Starlink is made by Ubisoft, and it's available on other consoles without Star Fox in it, which means it's worthless. And I think Battle for Atlas is an amazing game. I've been playing it since Christmas. Not on and off, not all the time, but I played it a lot after I got it, and I think it's one of the Switch's better open action games. But I'm wondering if the racing mode in this replaces the Star Fox racing game people had in mind, because I think it'd be redundant to have this and then have a whole other Star Fox racing game when they could do like F-Zero or something. But I'm excited for this because I really did enjoy what I have played of Starlink, and more of it is great. Did you ever plan on getting Starlink, Kenny?
After seeing this video, yeah, I would really like it. But I was going to say, not being new to the gaming community, I really would think this is a Star Fox game. I
No,
mean, if you didn't mention that it was on other platforms, I
hmm
would, I would have thought it was a Star Fox game, no doubt.
that's completely understandable because they completely they want you to think it's a Star Fox game. And I personally think it replaces a Star Fox game until Nintendo decides to make one, be it for later this generation or next generation. I think this replaces Star Fox. Whatever Nintendo had in mind for him, if anything, this replaces it for sure. And if it was a Star Fox game, I'd say it's the best Star Fox game in years since Star Fox 64.
And you get to be the frog now.
Yeah, you get to play as Slippy and what's the name, Falco, and
Yeah, Falco and Slippy.
and Peppy, and and that's really exciting to see them get their own spin-off adventure. I think that's cool.
Welcome back, guys.
Yeah, yeah. I thought this was a really great announcement. It is only an update. They didn't mention if there's any paid DLC, but it is a free update from what they implied.
That's cool though.
Yeah, I gave it a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested in getting this game, but it's not on my top list. It looks really, really cool. I would rate it a 2.
Yeah, I would say waiting for the digital version to go on sale because if you have the digital version, especially the deluxe version, you can play the whole thing with all the extended gadgets and gizmos without any toys. There's no physical toys you have to deal with. You can have everything.
Yeah, I don't need the toys.
Yeah, I have them. I think they're cool, but I'm really glad it lets you use them without having to assemble them every single time.
Now, don't get me wrong. I am all right with buying toys. I'm not beyond that.
Oh no, I understand that 100%. But this whole Toys to Life thing with like Skylanders and Amiibo, like the Amiibos are going to be around for a long time, but with like Skylanders and Disney Infinities and Lego, that stuff's just going to be dead in like a few years for sure.
Oh yeah, I already had a moment of silence for him.
Yeah.
So
all
right,
that'll be nice.
You didn't say when this came out.
Oh, the Battle for Atlas comes out in April. Just April. There's no specific date.
Okay.
But Rune Factory 4 Special, it's a remake of the 3DS Rune Factory game. When I first saw this game, I didn't think much of it. I just thought it another anime RPG. And then I saw the farming, and I remember that it's Rune Factory. And I played a lot of Rune Factory Frontier on the Wii. I think it's a fine game. But I never played Rune Factory 4. And I definitely will be picking this version of Rune Factory 4 up to get caught up on this series. Kenny, have you ever played, have you ever heard of Harvest Moon?
I've heard of Harvest Moon, yes.
Yeah, that's kind of what Rune Factory is, but with some more RPG elements. With Harvest Moon, it's almost all maintenance of your farm and town and meeting someone to marry and interacting with other characters. That's almost all Harvest Moon is, but Rune Factory takes that and adds like some dungeon crawling combat and RPG elements into the mix, and it's has its audience because of that. But I think it looks really nice. I didn't think much of it until they said it was Rune Factory, though.
This is a solid pass for me. I have no interest.
Oh, I don't blame you.
I'm sorry. I can see where it would be fun if you know about it, but I'm not even interested in it.
No, I don't blame you at all. I see exactly where you're coming from. As someone who's never played a Harvest Moon or a Rune Factory game or even an Animal Crossing game, I completely understand where you're coming from. But I gave this one a 3 out of 5, probably even close to a 4, no pun intended, because I did enjoy Rune Factory Frontier on the Wii. I think it's a good series. And they did give us a Metroid Prime 4 style announcement for Rune Factory 5 by showing us one whole title screen. And, same deal, 3 out of 5. It would probably be a 4 if they showed some cool gameplay, but it's just, we'll hear more about it as time goes on, but it's just in development right now. No gameplay, no screenshots, nothing exciting.
So can I take us off the track for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
When they would cut away You can make fun of me for not knowing his name.
I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi.
Yeah, that guy. I assume that you were listening to it in English, and the translator was just great. And then he would go to snap his fingers, and he would snap it, and then like a second later, you'd hear the sound.
Yeah,
it was so goofy.
Yeah. The live, whenever they film one of the creators, it's really goofy, but that's better. When they presented the Switch, you should have heard this guy who just could not translate. Like, this guy was on stage announcing the reveal for Travis Strikes Back, No More Heroes, which is a good game. But he was announcing that, and the translator was just going,
Well, maybe he was getting paid on the side. If you're catching my drift.
I'm not. That's possible, but you should have heard. I wish you could have seen that, because somebody rushes into the room and pulls him out of the room and replaces him.
Oh no!
He just got fired on the spot for that.
They probably executed him. Oh man, that would be bad.
Yeah, what an embarrassment. But back on track.
Sorry, my bad.
Back on track for the games. Onanaki, a game made by Square Enix, set for a summer 2019 release. This is by the same, some of the same people who made I Am Setsuna and Lost Sphere. I didn't care for either of those games. I never played them. I Am Setsuna and Lost Sphere came out at a pretty nice time because they were relatively big experiences coming out at a time when not a lot of stuff was around. Like, I Am Setsuna was almost the only other adventure game on the Switch from launch. And Lost Sphere came out at a time when there was no other big releases. But this Onanaki game did not impress me. It's just another RPG. It's just another one that I didn't think much of it.
Yeah, it's another one where I have no idea what it even is.
Yeah.
So, sorry, it's a hard pass on that one as well.
It's a nice. The only reason it's not a 1 for me, it's a 2 out of 5. I'm curious towards it. If reviews for the game are outstanding, I'll look into it. But I remained unimpressed, and it's just a 2 out of 5 for me because it's just another RPG. There's a lot of stuff like it, but it looks well made. I will say that. So
I'm going with a 1.
Yeah, I'm a 2 only because if the reviews are good.
Yeah, 1, you gotta stay optimistic.
Yeah, a 1 if they're not. But Yoshi's Crafted World got some new details. This game has been announced for a while. For the longest time, it was known just as Yoshi. There's there's some this mechanics where you get outfits, and that'll add new abilities to the game. And some of the outfits are going to be rare, like the Nintendo Labo piano outfit was really cute. But I was never truly sold on Yoshi. I like Yoshi games. I like Yoshi's Island a lot. Yoshi's Woolly World on the Wii U is fine. I don't really have the patience for it because it just makes me sleepy. But this game looks a lot better because the environments are so detailed and the graphics are really pretty. It looks like there's going to be a lot of variety to the gameplay. Kenny, do you ever plan on getting Yoshi?
Carrie really likes Yoshi. She's really drawn to it. I think this may be one that we pick up.
Yeah.
Now I did look at it on the eShop, and it is a rough $60. That's a little high.
No Yoshi game has ever been a $60 game for me. I mean, Yoshi's Island might be the only one worth it if you were in the time it came out, but no, I don't ever see myself paying $60 whole for a Yoshi game.
It's at the $40 limit for me.
Oh, for sure. And my mind might change after I play the free demo. The free demo dropped today, which is really nice.
I seen that.
Yeah, and I have that downloaded. Still some more stuff that dropped today that we'll talk about when we get to it. But for now, without playing the demo, 3 out of 5. Not sure if I'm done with the demo. If I'll change that to a 4, maybe even a 2. Depending on how I feel towards the demo.
I'm at a 3 as well. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not going to pay $60 for it.
Right.
It does look it does look nice. The graphics look very, very detailed. But I don't know if it's something I'm going to see myself playing more than a couple times.
Right.
I'm sorry, did they mention that if it's going to be multiplayer?
I think it's co-op. Yeah, it's co-op because I saw 2 Yoshis on the screen at one time at one point.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then we probably will end up with that.
Yeah,
just to see and try it.
I'll definitely have it eventually before the Switch dies out. For sure, I'll have the game at one point, but I don't. It's definitely not a day one pickup just yet.
No.
That demo better be good if it is. But
yeah. Yeah, you better just blow my fucking socks off to spend $60 on a Yoshi game. I can't stomach that.
One game that one franchise I've always kind of had a bumpy relationship with is Fire Emblem. I really enjoy playing as the characters in Smash Brothers, but the games I have played of Fire Emblem were they're tactical strategy games. So you're on a grid and you can only attack enemies if you're right next to them, and it's turn based. And I didn't like what I played of the one on GBA. I think it's called the Sacred Stones or whatever. You can hold these sacred stones, but
you can hold these. I just got it. I'm sorry.
But they went on and on about the new one, Fire Emblem Three Houses, and it was just like eventually the narrator just turned into the parents from Charlie Brown for me. Yeah, just like Fire Emblem. Explore the new king.
Very interesting.
I don't hate Fire Emblem. I do think they're very well made, and I don't think there's a lot of better tactical games out there. Like Codename Steam is definitely not as good as Fire Emblem. My favorite tactical game would have to be Mario plus Rabbids. I think that's a really fun game, but.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a turn-based tactics game where you're on a grid, and it's really good. But in Fire Emblem's
it really.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No,
I was gonna say that really goes up and down in price. Like sometimes I see it for like $60, and then sometimes it's 40.
Yeah,
I
think it was
that kind of scares me away from it.
It was $25 on the eShop originally. And that's because it doesn't sell quite as well as the other games, but it is a fine game. I think it was $25 recently, just for like the deluxe bundle, even, which I think is worth it. Because I paid $35 and I still feel like I got my money's worth. I never beat it, but it is good. So with Fire Emblem Three Houses, I like bumpy relationship with Fire Emblem, but this is their chance for a new game, which I am really excited for to see what the newest, latest, greatest Fire Emblem could be. The only thing I wanted to see about the details was they had the Black Eagles, which was like red, the Blue Lions, which was blue, and then the Golden Deer, which was kind of golden yellow. And all I could think of was the teams you can join in Pokemon Go, like Instinct, Mystic, and Valor. For some reason, it just had such an uncanny resemblance to that, and it's weird that they'd make that parallel between a new Fire Emblem and Pokemon Go. I just never would have expected that, but that's where the name 3...
I just re-downloaded Pokemon Go on my phone.
I re-downloaded that too because I thought I'd play Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu, and I never got it, so maybe someday. But
yeah, I just downloaded it. I'm enjoying it again.
Yeah, it's fun again when you're out shopping or whatever. It's a good time. But that's all that stood out to me in terms of Fire Emblem Three Houses. I do like the graphics. I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem Warriors, which is not a tactical game. It's like a Dynasty Warriors type game, and that's a lot of fun. So this one, it's only a 3 out of 5 because it's the newest from a series that I want to like and never got into.
It's a 1 for me. It didn't grab my interest.
I don't blame you at all.
Yeah, I don't think someone like me that's still just kind of getting their feet wet in this world of gaming. I don't think that's I have the knowledge to know about it and play it and all that. I would try it, whether with you or whatever, but I'm not gonna buy it.
Right. If you somehow get into these tactical strategy games, it's a good series to get into. Like I know that new game on the eShop, War Groove, is really popular right now, in that genre. But I'm right now I'm right in the middle for it, kind of like a 2.5 out of 5 because uh I've never cared for Fire Emblem, but I do want to see what the new games have to offer, so I might be getting it at some point. Uh, this next game was a big old sleeper hit for me. Like I never would have thought of this, but I like it a lot. Tetris 99, Tetris Battle Royale.
Already downloaded it.
Me too. I got it right now.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, I've already downloaded it.
It's yeah, like I would say that's like a 5 out of 5 because like like I already picked it up, but it's free. So like in terms of interest, I did give it a 3 out of 5, but that's kind of irrelevant for a free game, right? It's just I love the idea of this. It's Fortnite with Tetris. That's just so cool.
Yeah, I downloaded it right away. It was the first thing I downloaded when I got home. I heard when I listened to it, I was like, that sounds freaking sweet.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna say I'm gonna spend hours on it,
right?
But I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, if I'm good at it, I'll definitely play a lot of it. But what blows my mind with this is that they just came out with a game called Tetris Effect on the PS4. And that's a paid like $20-$30 game for Tetris, and it's like,
big old suck it to them. Huh?
Yeah, and that game's a PlayStation exclusive. It's not coming out for the Switch anytime soon. But then they come out with Tetris 99 is essentially the same game, less pretty looking, and it's free. Like,
yeah,
come on. Yeah.
Eat this, their PlayStation.
Yeah, that's. If you want to play Tetris, Nintendo is way better on that right now.
Well, that's why I bought the Switch, so I could play Tetris.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited to play that. I'll play it before bed.
I'm gonna save it for tomorrow.
Yeah. Next game, Dead by Daylight. The footage for this game looked terrible. It played like a slideshow. It's like 1 frame per second.
Yeah.
It looked like an early Xbox 360 game.
I thought it was a PowerPoint presentation.
It practically was. But I like the idea of this game a lot. Hiding from a serial killer and some other person plays as a serial killer. The Friday the 13th game is like that. And I think there's downloadable content in Dead by Daylight where you can play as Michael Myers, but which is cool. And I like the idea of this game so much, but the footage was choppy. It looks bad. I haven't heard very good things about the game on other consoles, but the idea is good enough. Kenny, do you think you'll be getting Dead by Daylight?
No.
2 out of 5.
Yeah, the idea of being the monster and hunting someone's kind of cool, like kind of cat and mouse.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think I'm going to get this one.
Yeah. The Switch lacks a lot of horror games, not including the Resident Evil Revelations games, and a couple of other indie games. So this does fill a niche market, and that's why it's not a 1 for me. If the reviews are good and people are enjoying it, it's got a big audience, and if it's dirt cheap, I'll probably get it, but it just doesn't look like a good game.
Was this the game when they were revealing everything and it was like, you will unload on your Switch? Like, what?
I don't know if that... I never heard that, but this is the game where it's like, it was like fun? Yes. Satisfying? Just you
That's
wait.
right, yeah. You wait.
Just you wait.
No, I'll have to go back and rewatch it because there is one game on there that's like, you will unload on your Switch. Sign me up, I guess.
Blow a load on my Switch, that's right. The Undertale prequel, Deltarune Chapter 1. I never played it. I have Undertale on my Switch, but I never played it because I hear all about it. There's so many memes of Undertale, and people really want Sans in Smash for some reason, who's one of the characters in the game, and I don't know. It's so frustrating to me to see all these memes from Undertale, a game I've never played, and I don't understand any of the memes, but people love it. It's popular. It's been popular for the past 2 years, and Deltarune Chapter 1 is now free on it, and then the future chapters will all be paid. Kind of like a Telltale series type of game. But, Kenny, what did you think?
Not much.
The
I
trail,
wasn't,
yeah,
jumping up and down over it.
the trailer was cute. I like what they did with the dog. I thought that was kind of cool, but I already have this game on my computer. I downloaded it when it was announced. It was a free download, and now it's a free download just months later on the Switch. So one out of 1 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
It
I don't know much about it.
In terms of someday playing the game, it is like a 3, 4 out of 5 for me because I want to play Undertale. I want to play it on my computer, but I'm not. It's a in terms of interest in downloading it on the Switch, 1 out of 5 couldn't be lower.
Hmm.
Daemon Ex Machina is a game Nintendo revealed back in E3 of last year, and everyone forgot about it until it comes time for Nintendo Direct. Today they had the free downloadable demo, which I already have on my Switch,
Yep,
and
me too.
there's a chance that they'll play it. That you can be chosen for future like test missions, beta missions. If they like your gameplay enough, they'll send you an email, which I think is really cool. I'm definitely going to be
Yeah.
playing it for free because it's a mech game. It's a mech combat game, like the original Eureka 7 games on the PS2, or even like some of the old Gundam games that I've never played. But all of these flight games where you fight in a mech are pretty cool, and Daemon Ex Machina looks like a really well made one.
I already downloaded it. I'm really looking forward to trying it.
Hmm.
It's something I'm going to jump right in. And the fact that, if they like what you're doing, they'll send you updates. It's like, well, I
Yeah,
better really try.
yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm stuck between a 3 and a 4 on this one. It's like what I wrote down is a 4, but I'm thinking more of like a 3.5 type of deal because
Hmm.
I haven't played the game yet, but I really like the ideas, and I think it has a lot of potential. If it's a new IP from Nintendo, so that way, if it ends up being really good, it could be welcomed into the Nintendo family, and if it ends up being an all right game, it'll be just another game that Nintendo published but didn't develop like a lot of other games.
Yeah, I mean, I'm right at a 3 for this one. I'm gonna try it, and I hope it goes up to a 4.
Yeah, me too. Depending on the demo, I'm with you. 3 before
Hmm.
demo. Haven't decided for after demo. I want it to be a 4.
Hmm.
I don't even want to talk about this game. It's so forgettable. Grid Auto Port Racing, the racing game that looked like Dead by Daylight graphics. You know,
Okay, go on.
it's
Go
got a
on.
summer 2019 release. I mean, did you even consider that game existing in front of you?
I really like racing games.
I do too, but we've got the racing mode in Starlink, and we got Mario Kart, so I just didn't really have, and like I have better racing games on other systems like Burnout Paradise Remastered, and I just don't see
Mm.
the point for this one right now. And there's so many better racing games on the Switch that are more fantasy based, and this one's realistic. I will give it that, but I just think there'll be other games to replace it. Not even right now. There's other games that replace it for me personally, but I think even in the future, if we come out with like a new Ridge Racer or something, there could be something better to replace it. It's just.
So what it kind of reminded me of was Need for Speed. Remember
Hmm.
that on the PS2?
Yeah, it reminded me
And
of yeah, and Corvette.
yeah. So in that aspect, I was really looking forward to it. So I'm kind of disappointed that you think it's going to be bad.
I don't think it's going to be bad. I was just really disinterested by a realistic
I can
racing game
understand.
when we already have so many alternatives. But it's a 1 out of 5
Yeah.
for right now. But I will say if it's low in price, it could go up to a 2, and if it gets good
Oh,
reviews, it could be a 3.
well, it just keeps going, gets
Yeah,
better and
so
better.
there's so many other variables to consider. It has to be
Sorry about that.
it just has to be well reviewed. But from what I saw of the trailer, I'll stick to Mario Kart.
Okay, I really like Mario Kart, so I was at a 3 until you started talking, and you talked me down to a 2.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So way to go. Yeah, you're a great salesman.
Well, if
Hey,
Grid,
you really interested in this? Yeah, it looks like a hunk of shit, but whatever you're into.
if the Grid auto port, if the developers who make Grid, want to sponsor Escape Pod, let me know, and I'll talk it up to be the,
Yeah,
I'll talk it
yeah,
right
this is
up.
going to a 5.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, get out of here, Mario Maker.
yeah. Uh, a new F-Zero game? Don't think so. Not with Grid around.
Mm-mm. No.
The next game is actually probably a pretty cool looking. Seriously, I'm sorry I talked you down.
It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes I get overly excited about things, and I just need
Right.
to be put in my place, I
It's
guess.
like I said, it doesn't look bad. It's just I think there's other racing games on Switch. But moving on, uh, Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice is a pretty
Mm.
great looking adventure action game with really pretty graphics.
This one got me right away.
Yeah, yeah,
This is the one like I was ready to talk about. I am really looking forward to it. It looks great. I have it grabbed my attention right away. I know nothing about it, but after watching the trailer, I was like, I want to play it. I want to own it.
yeah. I'm not sure if this is. I know it's only like $20-$30 on other systems, so the fact that it's cheap really helps. But I think this is a game known for its permanent death mechanic. Like it's hard to die in the game, but once you die, you're done. You have to go back to the beginning.
Oh,
I'm not sure if that's the case, but I think it might be. But it's won a bunch of awards. Looks pretty. Looks amazing. And I got it around a 3.5-ish area for excitement.
I was right there with you. Now,
Don't
3.5.
don't let that permanent death thing fool you. I don't know if this is the game I'm thinking about, but I'm pretty sure it. I don't think it's going back to the beginning. I think you have to save manually.
Okay.
I'm
I'm really interested in this game.
Yeah. Look
I
more
hope
into
to
it.
find out more about it.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah, I'm surprised it runs on the Switch because I remember this game looked like a graphically intense game on even the Xbox One and PS4, and to see it running on the Switch is just another one of those it's on Switch type of deals. Hopefully they come out.
Yeah, this is the one thing that it blew me away
Yeah.
on how it looked. So,
Hopefully there's a physical cartridge for it because this game is going to take up a lot of space on that Switch. You better make some room on that micro SD card if you're going to download.
yeah, we're looking at yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can believe that.
15, 20 gigabytes most, like at least. It's just so yeah. Hellblade looks awesome.
It does look really cool.
Another game that I'm impressed is able to run on the Switch is Mortal Kombat 11.
At that, let's start. Let's start now about this game.
Were you a big Mortal Kombat
I
fan back in the day?
cannot wait until this game. On the Sega, no. I had it on one of the Game Boy systems, and that was like my favorite game to play.
Oh, yeah, I think I still have that somewhere.
And like, yeah, that I think it was the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, no, I have it somewhere.
And like, I just played that thing out. And like, when we got like the little Sega, like one that has like 100 games on it or whatever, we played Mortal Kombat for hours.
I don't blame you.
I've been geeking out about this for the last 2 days.
Yeah, I'm glad. That's a game that easily could have been on Xbox One and PS4 alone, but they said no. We're going to put it on Switch.
Yeah, little known fact about it. Ronda Rousey is going to be one of the voices in it.
Who's that?
The Ronda Rousey is she was one of the biggest UFC fighters, and now she's in the WWE.
Oh, I see.
She's really, really popular.
For a while, there was
Do your research.
I will. But for a while, there was rumors that, thanks to the recent memes, that Shaggy from Scooby-Doo would be
I heard that
a part of the game, but that has been debunked recently. They said they wouldn't do it because it's Mortal Kombat. Shaggy is immortal, so he couldn't be part of the roster.
That's right.
Yeah.
I would pay a lot of money to have Shaggy rip someone's spine out.
Me too, man. Mortal Kombat 11 is out April 23rd, and your interest, I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't too interested in it when I first saw when I first heard of the game, because I was never a big Mortal Kombat fan. But now that you're interested in it, I'm up to a 4 now that you're interested in it.
Yeah, I'm not going to pre-order it.
Right.
That's because I like getting actual copies of it. So I'm just going. I will get it the release date though.
You can pre-order a physical copy of it from Amazon or GameStop, whatever you prefer.
I understand. I like living life on the edge
and not pre-ordering anything.
And not pre-ordering it.
It's understandable. You don't have to talk to a GameStop employee to do that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 11. I originally wrote down a 2 out of 5, but now that you're excited for it, I'm up to a 3-4. So, the reason I was down to a 2.5 is because I already have other fighting games on the Switch. But Mortal Kombat 11, you're excited for it. Now I'm excited for it. April 23rd.
I will have it.
Great. Bring it to my birthday party.
I will definitely have it by then.
Unravel 2. March 22nd, just a day before Mortal Kombat 11. This game surprised me. I didn't expect to see it because the first game's a PS4 exclusive, and this second game I think was on Xbox One as well. But to see Unravel 2 but not Unravel 1 is awfully weird. It's a co-op platformer, kind of like Box Boy or Snipper Clips, but a little bit more graphically detailed and exciting, in my opinion. I think this one looks pretty good. For some reason,
I was excited for this one.
Yeah, I have the first one on my PS4. As of right now, without playing the first game, I had it written down as a 2 out of 5. But giving it more thought, I don't have a final opinion for it until I finish the first game.
I'm gonna look at it, and if it's within the $15 range, that takes it up to a 3.
I think it is.
I
think it is like a $15-$20 game.
Okay. Yeah, it looked interesting. I would try it out.
Yeah, it's super cute. Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. I remember you and I both had Assassin's Creed 2 back in the day. I thought it was a pretty shit game. But I have been playing Assassin's Creed 3 something or other on the PlayStation Vita, and I think that's a fine game. But so this Assassin's Creed 3 might be a lot better than Assassin's Creed 2, but I've always had a bumpy relationship with Assassin's Creed. The old ones are boring, the new ones are boring, but this Assassin's Creed 3, it's somewhere in the middle. I haven't played it before. It might be pretty good. I have it on the Wii U. I should just test it with that before making a final opinion.
I remember not enjoying Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Me too. So it perked my interest because I kind of have played it before, but in the same sense, I was like, I didn't have that much fun with the one I used to play.
Right. It looks like a high quality game, and definitely having a big 3D open world adventure game on the Switch. There's definitely a scarce amount of those, even 2 years into its life. So I think it's pretty valuable in that sense, and it comes with all the DLC, which makes it pretty nice. But I'm not by any means an Assassin's Creed fan, so 2 out of 5.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I was almost at a 3, but that was just kind of being like, oh, that looks like maybe I'll give it a try because of the open world.
Yeah,
but
I think
it's not something I want to rush out and get.
Final Fantasy VII, which is a PlayStation 1 classic now on a Nintendo system, which is really weird to me.
Mm-hmm. Didn't they just make PlayStation Classic like one of the miniature guides, and it had Final Fantasy on it?
Yeah, that has Final Fantasy VII on it as well. Because that's the game that Cloud from Smash is in originally, and Cloud it was only in like one other. He was in like I think the Final Fantasy, either the tactics-based Final Fantasy game on 3DS, or maybe he was in the goddamn Final Fantasy rhythm game on 3DS. One or the other. He was in one of those.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, rhythm games are fine, but that was the only appearance Cloud had on a Nintendo system before Smash for Wii U. But now we have the game he's originally from right here on our Switch out March 26th, and it's a 3 out of 5 for me because it's claimed by many people to be the best game of all time.
Really?
Oh, people love Final Fantasy VII. They go nuts for it, and people are going even crazier over this quote-unquote remake that's been coming out for the game. It's like an HD remake, completely built from the ground up of the game. And it's been announced for several years now, and no word on it being released. But at least
I had a 2.
Yeah, at least we have this port, so I'm going to pick that up. And now this next game, I'm making the same joke I made earlier with Tsum Tsum. This game had me screaming. I could hardly hold still. Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon Everybody, March 20th. The game where you play as the fucking bird from Final Fantasy. It looks like a fine game, but I mean, like these games have been around. Like the original Chocobo Mystery Dungeon game was on the Wonder Swan, a Japan exclusive competitor to the Game Boy. And like they're quality games, but I just wasn't impressed by it. So, 1 out of 5 for me.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I didn't know anything about it, so.
Yeah. When it comes to Final Fantasy, I'm not interested in any of the spin-offs. If I'm going to play a Final Fantasy game, it's going to be a main series game, which brings me to Final Fantasy 9.
What a transition, John.
Yeah, is released today. If Final Fantasy VII has the same price as Final Fantasy 9, which released today for $20.99, which is a really good deal, then I'll probably be getting it at some point, because I have Final Fantasy 9, which came out today again, as another 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I've never been into the Final Fantasy. Carrie's played one of them, and man, it just seemed to be a lot of story.
Yeah, they are.
A lot of non-playable, clips, and
right.
I just want to play.
I have a sour taste in my mouth from playing the first Final Fantasy game on my phone. I had on the flip phone, I had the port of the NES game. And
I remember that.
Yeah, it's an okay game. Like for the NES, it's impressive. But the problem with that game is that there's random encounters. So you'll be walking through an empty field, see no enemies, and then boom, you're in a battle.
I'll do it.
I think Final Fantasy 7 and 9 are like that too, which is really unfortunate. But I have more patience now, and I probably won't be throwing my Switch across the room with these games because I came across a battle and I didn't want to. But
yeah, that would be something to see. It looks like a boomerang.
Yeah, no, those random encounter battles are not for me. But the only reason I'm excited for either of these Final Fantasy games is, one, because I hear they're really good, and two, because I really like Final Fantasy 15. I think that's a great game. So,
yeah, they've been around for a reason. Just because I don't know anything about them, but I'm sure they're fun.
Yeah, it's all a matter of taste. It just depends on how you feel towards RPGs in general.
Oh my goodness! An email from Final Fantasy. They just offered me a job as a salesperson. They heard my pitch there. I'm sure it's fine, and they want to hire me right on the spot.
They're going to put that on the back on the back of the box for Final Fantasy.
I'm sure
Final Fantasy 16 is just that it'll be a big quote saying, "I'm sure it's fine." Candy Cabeen 2019.
Yeah, take that, world.
7 out of 10.
Yeah, he rated it on a scale of 1 to 5.
So yeah.
A
So
1. I'm sure it's fine.
the only game that blew me away that I've never heard of, the only game that blew me away that I've never heard of on this whole thing, aside from Dragon Quest 11, this was the other thing that I did not expect to like, that I didn't even know existed until today, that I really, really like. Astral Chain, this new game from Platinum with the cyberpunk world and the exploration, and it's from the people who made Wonderful 101, Bayonetta, Nier Automata. God, this game looks so cool.
It did look cool.
Yeah. Aesthetically, it has like the same look as it's like a cyberpunk universe. You get to explore towns, solve puzzles with what it looks like, and there's like a hack and slash style gameplay. This is a 5 out of 5 for me. I'm really excited for this
Really?
game. Oh yeah. I love games like this. Yeah.
It was clearly I didn't remember it until you said something. So I'm going to give it a 2. But if you're excited about it, I'll bump it up to a 3 because I trust your taste in games.
Right. I'm going to wait until I see your reviews. It comes out in August 20th, which is pretty recent. Pretty soon, I mean. That's what I meant. So I think it's going to be an amazing game, but Platinum, they have a weird record with games. Their original games all get really good reviews, like Bayonetta is praised up and down, and I think this game will be as good as Bayonetta, but it could end up having, mixed reviews, and if that's the case, then I'm down, unfortunately, to only a 4, but that's better than most of the stuff on this list, but
yeah.
I think Astral Chain is going to be one of the Switch's best games of 2019.
I hope you're right, and if it is, I'll definitely pick it up. I'm open. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. They briefly mentioned, they didn't show anything, but they briefly gave us an update saying that Bayonetta 3 is still being worked on, and the 2019 release date has not changed. I love Bayonetta 1 and 2, the first one mostly, but Bayonetta 2 is still a great game. If they showed any trailer of that, it doesn't really count as something for the today's direct, but it was mentioned, and I'm going to go ahead and say it's a 5 out of 5 for me. I do want to pay $60 for Bayonetta 3.
Take my money.
Well, you can get the first 2 games for $60, $30 a piece right now, and that's worth every single penny.
Really?
Oh yeah, on Switch or Wii U, regardless. You can play the original one on Xbox; it still holds up amazing.
I don't know much about them, but I had to get it rated low. But if you're saying it's that good, I will believe you.
No,
I'd like to try it out.
Bayonetta is an amazing franchise. I want to get the the collection on Switch, the 1 and 2, but I already got them on Wii U and they run fine. I don't feel the need to upgrade just yet, but if they go on sale, I'll pick it up. But
absolutely.
The last game, this announcement blew me away. It started off, I thought it'd be a trailer for a new Smash character. I thought it'd be a trailer for, I didn't know what I was expecting, but once I saw Link's boots on that ship going through the sea, I just got so excited. This is a top-down Zelda remake of Link's Awakening, and the art style is beautiful. It's not just the Link Between Worlds art style ported over to Switch, made in HD. They completely redid it. Everything looks like plastic toys. Like it's lit as if you're looking down on somebody's toy collection, and it looks so cute and it's just so much fun. The music's nice. They have Mario characters in it. The Chain Chomps in it. The Goombas are in it. I
did see the Goombas.
I can't gush about this enough. Link's Awakening, hands down, 5 out of 5. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I this is the one that I was a 5 out of 5 on as well. I will be honest. Breath of the Wild was my very first Zelda game ever.
For many people, it was. And this is going to be
And
nothing like Breath of the Wild, mind you.
I know that.
Yeah.
I can tell. But
Right.
I am so excited. Like, this is the one I will get
Mm-hmm.
opening day,
Oh, yeah.
release day.
This is not. I almost said brand new Zelda game. It's not. It's a remake of the Game Boy one, which I'm going to go back on my 3DS and play through now. Because I wasn't hooked by the original version of the game, but this art style, the lighting, and the whole look of the game. Unfortunately, they gave us a vague 2019 release date, which is just Nintendo's way of saying December. Yeah, but
Christmas.
Yeah, December 31st. But I mean, gosh, I want to buy toys for it and everything already. I'm excited.
Yeah, this and Mortal Kombat is really what got my juices flowing for this whole thing. I was really excited when I seen this, and being a new game person. Is it okay to call myself a gamer? I don't feel like I'm there yet. But
Call yourself whatever you want. I mean, like anybody who plays gamer is a pretty broad title, but I think it's hardcore.
2019.
It's hardcore gamer people get upset at, but
I'm not going to refer to myself as a gamer. I would just say, I picked up a Switch. I play video games now, and I'm really enjoying it. So my next thing will be a PS4. I do know that.
Oh, is that confirmed now? You're no longer even thinking about it. You're going to.
For sure.
I would actually. Word on the street is they're going to announce or reveal rather the PlayStation 5 is really soon.
Well, I'm sorry, I got us off the topic. This Link game, I am super stoked for.
Me too.
I will have it right away, and I hope it is awesome.
Yeah, I prefer this over like they already made HD remakes of the Wind Waker, which is my favorite Zelda game, even over Breath of the Wild, and Twilight Princess was which I'm currently playing through again on. I have all three versions of Twilight Princess. I have it on. I originally played the weird mirrored version on Wii, where everything's in reverse because they had to make Link right-handed, and I have the Wii U version, which is a complete remake of the GameCube version in HD. And now I'm playing through the GameCube version, and it holds up super well. Like, that game is timeless, regardless if you're playing on Wii, GameCube, or Wii U. It's but people were saying that they wanted them to bring the HD Zelda games over to the Switch, and I want that only because it would give more people a chance to play Wind Waker HD now.
So let me ask you a question. Were you expecting another Zelda game announcement? I was surprised.
Yeah, no. I was not expecting There was a lot of talk on the street of a top-down Zelda game being revealed today, and that's what we got was just a top-down one, not a big 3D one. I'm surprised that it's a remake of Link's Awakening because if I had to bet on what would have happened with a new top-down Zelda game, I would have thought it would have been a swan song final first-party title for the 3DS. Like A Link Between Worlds was not the only original Zelda game on the 3DS, because there was Triforce Heroes, which was like a spin-off and a co-op game, and fans weren't very happy with it. But I thought maybe they would have they're almost done making 3DS games. There's not a lot left announced for the 3DS, and I thought they would have made one more final.
Are they getting away from it?
Yeah. The 3DS has been around since 2011. It's going on 8 years, and it's ready to be put to rest. And I was hoping that they'd make one last big game for the system in the form of another as a sequel to Link's Between Worlds. I thought
the Switch is pretty much replacing it.
Oh yeah. People are saying that the 3DS will be completely put to rest by the time a remodel of the Switch comes out, we get a Switch Mini or a Switch Lite somehow. Like people are saying, there's going to make a version of the Switch that doesn't switch, like a handheld only Switch, and or like a one with Joy-Cons attached to the side and a smaller dock. I think that's kind of where people are going at with what would replace the 3DS. But I think
I would like to see a Switch Pro.
Yeah, like a more powerful Switch. People are saying it would be either that or a Switch Mini. Like a more powerful Switch that can run more powerful games, like a Switch 1X type of deal. But people are saying either that would kill the 3DS, but I think the 3DS deserves one last really good game before it's done. Or maybe not.
Maybe.
I don't know. The Wii U got one last good game in the form of Breath of the Wild, so...
I guess that's true.
Yeah, so who knows what they'll do with the last 3DS game.
Maybe it will be your Final Fantasy game, the bird.
No, the Chocobo game? That's not on 3DS. That's on Switch.
I know. Maybe the Tsum Tsum. No, those.
Yeah, Tsum Tsum Adventure
this.
Plus. Yeah, I'd take that.
Yeah.
Because they can't end the 3DS on goddamn Sushi Striker, or like.
Well, maybe you can.
The only game they have left coming out for the 3DS that's like a bigger game is Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn, which could be a swan song title, but that's just a port of a Wii game, so I don't know what they're even going to do with that.
Yeah, I don't know much about the 3DS. I had a DS at one time, just to play Mario Kart.
Yeah. Only last thing I wanted to talk about is, did you have any expectations going into the Direct? Was there something that wasn't announced that you're disappointed wasn't mentioned?
No, I didn't have very high standards. I know that I was looking forward to it. I kind of wish that maybe, I know this is going to be a stretch, but there are two games I wanted to be announced.
Right.
And it was Mario Kart 9, just because I love Mario Kart.
Well, you're getting Mario Kart Tour on your phone later this year. Yeah, me neither. I'll download it because it's free, but I
don't care anything about game. It's on my phone.
Yeah.
I wanted to see Mario Kart 9.
Mm-hmm.
And I was hoping for a Mario Odyssey 2.
That would be a good pick. People were saying that it could be possible for that, because Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 were only 2 years apart, but I think Mario Odyssey 2 is a 2020 thing.
I think it's going to be once they announce their new system.
Oh, I don't know about that, because...
Yeah? Too far out?
Yeah, the Switch has only been out for 2 years, and it's got another 4 or 5. They want to support the Switch past 2023.
Oh, okay. My mistake. But I really wanted to hear something, even if it was just like a teaser.
Well, people have been saying that the more likely thing is Mario Odyssey paid DLC that like recreates Mario Sunshine or something.
I would buy it.
No, me too. I'd be right on that. But
I loved Mario Odyssey. That's probably I would say it's my top 3 Switch games.
Oh, hands down. It should be everybody's top 3 Switch games. It's a beautiful game.
Top 3 games.
Top 3 games?
Yeah.
Number 3.
You're on the spot.
Let me go look. Can I go look at my collection?
No, you're on the spot. Come on.
Number 3. Wolfenstein 2.
Oh.
Number 2. No, I don't know if it's Wolfenstein 2 because I never even beat that game. Let me think it over. You go first.
Okay. 3 has to be. I would have to say Mario Odyssey.
Yeah. Okay.
Then Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8.
All right. So
I'm sorry. 8 Mario Kart 8 and Breath of the Wild may go back and forth from 1 to 2, but just to kind of add a 4th, Splatoon 2 definitely
Oh, that's a
balances
good
in that
pick.
mix.
That's a really good pick. Okay, so I'm looking at my Switch collection here. I forgot I could just look at all my games on my Switch.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah. So number 3, uh, I still don't know because they're all pretty even to me. I would say number 3 is going to have to be Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
Really?
Yeah, it's just it's a really good game.
You and Captain Toad get along, huh?
Yeah, I don't know if it's up there because like I have so many different answers. Like
Okay, now I'm gonna look at all my games.
number 2 might be, I don't know. There's so many different things I want to put in that spot because I don't know uh what's better than something else.
Mm-hmm.
I let's do top 5. I'd be more comfortable with top 5.
Okay, top 5.
All right.
I'm good with that.
I'm dragging Captain Toad down to number 5.
Oh, poor Captain Toad.
Yeah, he'll get over it. Number 4 is Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, which I played mostly on Wii U, but it is better on Switch. Number 3, Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Wow.
Number 2 is Odyssey, and number 1 is Breath of the Wild.
Okay. Well, I'm going Mario Kart,
Mm-hmm.
Breath of the Wild,
Mm-hmm.
Odyssey,
Mm-hmm.
Splatoon 2, and then that number 5 spot. There's so many. Like, I don't want to put one thing in front of the other because I really, 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 really enjoyed Hollow Knight,
Yeah. I like
and
all
I've
my
really
games
been
too.
enjoying Exo Drifter,
Yeah, Exio Drifter is a fun game
and
too. But I like all my games. I mean, like I want to mention everything. I want to
but
mention like Mario plus Rabbids is good. L.A. Noire is good. Fire Emblem Warriors is good. ARMS is good. Mario Tennis Aces is good. Travis Strikes Again is good. Like I just don't even know. Starlink is good. Like I don't even know how to order them in that amount of time, to be honest.
okay. I'm gonna put number 5 Smash Brothers. It is a
That's
fun game.
that's safe.
I do enjoy it.
Yeah, that's really safe. I want to play more of
But
it, but I need to unlock all the characters. Like I still haven't done that because I've just been so caught up in other things.
yeah, I mean, whenever I can slay a 5-year-old at Splatoon 2, I'm going to do that.
Every opportunity you get.
And I want to talk shit to them so badly, but I can't.
Honorable mentions would be like there's this point and click adventure game. It's story driven. It's called Agatha Knife.
Mm-hmm.
It's a story based, cartoony game, and it has like the sense of humor of like something from Adult Swim. It's really fun. One game that I bought and I thought I'd like, but I didn't like is Animal Super Squad, otherwise known as Ass. But PewDiePie helped make this game, and I don't like it. I like PewDiePie a lot, but I don't like Ass. So
Well, let's not.
another game that I
Let's not.
kind of don't like is this game called Radio Hammer Station. The screenshots of this game look like a beat 'em up, and it has a really beautiful cutesy art style, but it's a rhythm game.
So you want to know one game that I really don't like?
What?
Hopefully your demographic isn't 12-year-olds.
Is it Kirby?
I don't like Fortnite.
Fortnite? I like Fortnite.
Yeah.
I think it's a really well-made game, and I'm kind of like looking back finally on it now, but it's towards the end of its life. I mean, it's dying. Now that Apex Legends is out, it's another Battle Royale game that competes with it, and it's getting even more popular, so.
Yeah, I know people are going to hate me for saying that, but
No, it's cool. I mean, like, no, a lot of people, there's a lot of
that's
people
one
that
of the
don't like
reasons I bought the
Fortnite.
Switch.
Really?
Like, I wanted to be good at it. I really did.
No.
And then I just kept playing, and I was like, this is not as fun as I'm going to play Odyssey.
No, you made the right choice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you made the right choice.
And another game that I thought I would really enjoy, which has not hit my expectations, and honestly, I've thought about taking back and selling, is the new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Why do you laugh at that?
No, it's funny because a lot of people don't like that game. It's
like
bland.
Yeah.
It's just
And like we played as the princess and Norbit, or is it
Nabbit.
Norbit or Nabbit?
Yeah.
And it just kind of ruins it.
Yeah, no,
Because he can't die.
it just makes it too easy.
Yeah, like we flew through it. Like
Yeah.
we 2 nights. Like we had the flu, and like we were sitting there playing, and it was like, this is great. And I just
Did you beat it already?
pretty close,
All
but
right.
I don't care enough to try it again.
Give you $20 for
Like
it.
I try. No,
All right.
no,
I'm not going higher than that.
no. Well, I don't think GameStop would give me more than that though.
All right, name your
But
price.
so, I'm just gonna keep it.
All right.
I'm just
So
gonna keep it.
I think that makes for a pretty good podcast. We discussed, our thoughts on the Direct, and as well as some our experiences with the Switch so far, favorite games for it. Do take my list with a grain of salt because I don't have enough time to decide on what the best Switch game is. They're all so good. Even Sushi Striker is really good. So
Yeah, I kind of put you under the pressure.
yeah,
So I
it's like,
apologize.
do I give it to Smash Brothers? Do I give it to Mario Kart? Do I give it to Odyssey? Do I give it to Zelda? Do I give it to... But, I would say, most of the games I have could be perfectly well be up there, like Crash and Wolfenstein and Doom and Travis Strikes Again. They all contend really well, but I think it's time to
I
call it...
really want to get Doom.
Oh, you're missing out, man. It's a great game.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Especially if it goes on sale. You still got to download a lot of the game if you get it physically, which sucks, but still,
Yeah, that's why I haven't downloaded it.
yeah, it's a fun game. That and I think I like Wolfenstein more than Doom.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's
I'm
more
gonna
my
look that up.
it's more my pace. But what do you say we wrap it up?
All right, bud. Well, thanks for having me on, and I hope to be on here again. I I was kind of nervous. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh, did you enjoy your experience? Or did you enjoy your Escape Pod debut?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
I would give it a 5.
5 out of 5 for podcast
Yeah.
experience. Good. I like to think I make it good.
Yeah, I really did enjoy myself. So
Good.
thanks for having me. And
I like to think I make a good podcast, but I do want to mention you've had your own ideas for a show. Would you like to tease that, or should I cut this out and end the episode?
Eventually I'd like to get into it. Right now, okay, I'm looking at the Wolfenstein right now. I'm sorry, I had to go back to that.
Yeah.
I have had my eyes on this. It
Yeah.
does look sweet.
No, I got it day one back when Amazon had their discounts for Prime members, which they don't do anymore. I pre-ordered it with that, and I'm still playing through it. It's a long game, but I'm still playing through it, and I think it's marvelous.
21.9 gigs.
Jeez. Yeah.
That is one of the games I am looking forward to getting.
Yeah. Get it physically.
But anyways, going back to your question, I would like to start a little podcast of my own.
Mm-hmm.
Having a 40+ hour job a week is kind of difficult, but you only have time for what you want to make. So
Absolutely.
I do plan on reaching out and maybe starting something here in the near future. But right now I have my eyes on other things. And it has been, playing games. Like we've been playing a lot of games, and been bowling a lot, man. I threw a 723 series Saturday night scratch.
That's really good.
Yeah, I just been bowling a lot and working a lot. We're coming up on our end of the year, like our FICO year. So they've been really having to stay late and pushing a lot of work through work. So like, by the time I get home, I'm just so beat. Like Monday night, I fell asleep before 9 p.m.
I haven't done that
So
yet.
like, I've just been exhausted.
In fact, I don't remember the last time I fell asleep before midnight, but
But yeah, maybe in the near future, maybe I'll be on here one or two more times, kind of get my feet wet,
I'd like to have you
get some better equipment.
Well, two things. I would like
Go
to
ahead.
have you, one, on a numbered episode with Christian, and two, I would like to, I wanted to do this again whenever a Nintendo Direct comes out.
Yeah, they have them, what, quarterly?
Yeah, they do it 3 to 4 times a year. It's only ever guaranteed at E3, but they come when they come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely would be willing to make an appearance here and there.
Yeah. No, I'd love to have you.
Video games I'm still learning about, but I really like, shooting the shit. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, it's a blast. I get addicted to it, man. Whenever I go weeks or two without making a podcast, I get like antsy wanting to do another one.
Really?
Yeah. But they come when they come, and I can never guarantee a schedule for them. So I'm just going to
right. And that's a hard thing to maintain. But I really have a face for radio, so I've really been looking forward to that. So sorry, I had to steal one of Dad's lines.
Yeah, so that's what Dad said about me.
Hey, it's all right. So just tell him, Dad, I look a lot like you, so you're all right.
Well, this has been the Nintendo Direct bonus episode with Kenny Cabeen, my brother, and this will not be the last time you see him on the channel.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on, man. Thanks for taking interest in the Nintendo Direct. I'm really glad you're into gaming again, because just a few years ago you even described yourself as someone who doesn't play games, and now you're putting more hours into Mario Kart than I even can. So.
Yeah, well, some of that's brought to you by Carrie. So,
well, special thanks to Carrie then for helping get my
shout
brother,
out to Carrie.
helping get my brother back into video games.
It was totally my idea to get it, and then like once I got it, she was like, "Well, I'm going back to Starbucks." So I was like, "Oh, that's wonderful." So now I have all this time sitting here, and I'm really damn good at Mario Kart now.
Yeah, you're better than me at it. I've never been good at any Mario Kart game, but heck, we'll see who the true racing champion is when Crash Nitro Fueled comes out. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Again, another racing game.
Can we talk about that real quick?
Yeah, but I do want to say that's yet another racing game that makes Grid look obsolete.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's a 5 out of 5 for me.
Oh, 5 out of 5, no doubt.
That's 4 days before my birthday.
That's our bonus game.
Intent. Wink, wink.
I'm getting
nudge, nudge.
I'll get you Crash for your birthday if you get me Mortal Kombat for mine.
Oh, well, one's a $60 game, and one's a $40 game.
Okay, I'll get you 2 games.
No, it's fine. I'm just joking.
Me too.
Yeah, I cannot wait.
Yeah,
for that game to come out. Oh, and one thing more about thinking about what I was kind of expecting is I was really hoping for a Spyro announcement.
Yeah, I was disappointed with that, but the things I have written down was Nintendo has announced many games to be just flat out 2019. No other date month other than the year of 2019. Right now they're doing it with Link's Awakening, Luigi's Mansion 3, the new Pokemon, and Animal Crossing. And Animal Crossing we have not seen any gameplay of. And I love Animal Crossing. It's one of my favorite games. I put over 200 hours in the 3DS version of the game, and it blows me away. Like, Animal Crossing is such a nice game. And playing it in HD for the first time on the Switch, a new mainline game and not just the crappy board game they made for the Wii U. That's like a 6 out of 5, no joke. Like, it's
really,
yeah, no, Animal Crossing. I would That's something that means a lot to me, and having it in HD on the Switch, it could be one of the best games ever made. And I think see that they announced it back in November, and we've only ever seen the HD renders of Isabelle and Tom Nook. We've never seen any footage of like a town or a house or anything. It really bums me out. We might have to wait until E3 to see any more details on it, but it's rumored to come out in September. And I think
I am looking forward to Luigi's Mansion.
Luigi's Mansion 3 I'm super excited for too, because the one on the GameCube means a lot to me. It's a wonderful game. And the second one on the 3DS, you know, it's a game. It's cool. But this one looks like it's going back to the roots. Like the second game deviates from the formula, and now Luigi's Mansion 3 looks like it goes back to what made Luigi's Mansion great in the first place, and that's what I'm excited about. I think it'll be one of the best games of the year. But man, until Animal Crossing, I don't even know. Like after Animal Crossing's out, you'll know what I'll be doing. Like I don't even. Like I've never called off work for a game, but that might do it.
Oh, it may cross the line, huh?
Yeah.
I've never called off work for a game either.
No, I don't really plan on it, but if I had to choose like one game in my entire life, you get to call off work once for a video game, and you get paid for it. Like if there was like a magical genie lamp that did that, it would be for Animal Crossing on Switch. But
man, okay, I will believe you. I don't know anything about Animal Crossing.
I'm going to be honest with you. I hyped it up to be this amazing game, and it is. It's super relaxing, but it's not an adventure game. It's not an action game. It's not a platformer. It's like a simulation game where you earn your money and meet other villagers. It's niche, and I don't know if it's your type of thing. I say try it, but I don't want to guarantee it's something you're going to love with your taste of games.
Talking about simulators, they announced the Goaty Simulator.
The Goat Simulator, yeah.
That looked ridiculous.
I played that on Xbox One. When I played that on Xbox One, I thought it was kind of, it's fun for a few minutes until you realize that it's not meant to be a good game. It's just meant to be a silly, fun one.
$20.
Yeah, but that one actually looks cool because it comes with all the DLC and all the extra stuff you can do. Yeah, I might get that, but at the same time, I'll let it come down in price.
I almost downloaded just to piss Carrie off. Because we were watching it and she goes, "Don't even think about it."
It looks like a lot of fun. I think she didn't. I think once you had it and she played it, I think she'd be more convinced.
I couldn't imagine the amount of shit that I'd catch for downloading that. She may throw the Switch out into the street.
You just come back the next day and like a PS4 sitting there.
Yeah, sorry. All right, I'm sorry. I distracted you. We were wrapping this thing up.
If you cut to the middle part of any Escape Pod episode, halfway through any episode, you'll hear me saying it's time to wrap it up, and then.
Oh, talking about wrapping it up. It's the day before Valentine's Day. Just a PSA for everyone.
Oh yeah. Well, I've got no plans.
Neither do I. I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to treat myself to our first Valentine's Day
as a married
couple. I will be at the bowling alley with blind people.
You heard him here. You heard it here, folks. When Kenny's not at work and he's not playing Switch games, he's at a bowling alley with blind people.
Yep. It's a good time.
He tells
Never
them
boring.
He tells them they win when in reality he wins.
It's not much competition, but I don't go there to beat up on anyone. I go there to help out more than anything.
Yeah.
So it's all good. They're all good people. So that's my Valentine's Day plan.
The closest thing I have to a Valentine's Day plan is Alita Battle Angel comes out, and I hear it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm just an adult. I'm just gonna go to work and just pray that someone brings in cookies.
I'm gonna try really hard to find someone to see Alita with me. So there's my Valentine's Day.
Okay. Well, let's wrap her up.
Oh yeah, Kenny, thank you for your time. Thank you for watching the direct with me, and I love you. You're my brother.
Yeah.
This is not your last time on the channel. I look forward to having you on future bonus episodes, future mainline episodes. You'll make for an excellent guest, especially with Christian around. He'll know what to talk about with you since he likes wrestling.
He can't keep up with me.
I don't know.
My knowledge is just out of this world.
Then he'll learn from you.
Yeah, he better put on his hard hat.
Yeah, he'll learn from the master. But until then, this has been Escape Pod bonus episode, the February 13th, 2019 Nintendo Direct. Thanks for listening. Kenny,
All right,
signs off.
bye. Yep, see y'all later.